Hello, my name is Vitaneo. I am an artist here in Jingdezhen. I've been here already, I think about 4 months. I'm gonna be here in China for 9 months. I wanted to think about what can make me look more innocent.
Okay.
That's why I chose
Okay.
the white.
What were you thinking when you?
How much work it was to move and how heavy it is. I think it's very natural. Like the thing about performance art is that you use simple gestures of life to make a show about something. And this is called America's Alligator. So I was dragging America's alligator. Can we not record this part so I can tell you about it?
Record what?
Are you recording right now still?
Yeah.
Okay, but don't put this part in.
Okay. 我们可以关。
Performance art is a place where you say, I don't need other things to make art. I can use myself. I can use me to make art. I am the tool. And as artists, we are always a tool. Because when you're throwing and shaping clay, you're using your hands. It's handmade. Like one of the great things about like buying plates and whatever, if you're buying it from an artisan, you're buying it because it's handmade. It's not coming from a factory, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's hand, so they're using themselves as a tool through the form. But I'm saying that I am the form. Like and I think it's something about like just being explorative. Because like in performance, I sometimes do like a whole costume, cover my face and do a lot of crazy stuff. Or like how you see in this video, I just have a white outfit and drag something behind me, right? So it's like, it depends on how you use the elements, right? So another way of performance that can exist is like, how can we be the fire? If I was the fire, I'm repeating and moving and maybe going crazy, and maybe I'm gonna find a way to change color, right? I'm trying to copy elements of different things by using my body. This is my work.
Oh.
My inspiration for this piece was like a bad love story that just never got better.
Okay.
I'm a person that hasn't had much like love experience. And this piece was about like getting close to it and not getting it.
Okay.
So that's why it's like sort of in a state of repair, in a state of change. There's lights all throughout it. I wanted to highlight that change and growth is where the light is. Because we as people live our whole lives and we have to change.
Yeah.
We cannot be the same.
Yeah.
So it's like thinking about how we progress in our world. So it's about technology, our personal selves, and how we evolve.
Okay.
So that's why I made this. And also like it has flowers and butterflies because it's like talking about like how change can be beautiful.
Yeah.
Change does not need to be something that hurts.
You're talking about change. Yeah, do you think the living experience in Jingdezhen change anything in your art creation?
I feel like something that has been part of my journey with ceramics, because I am an artist, I'm not a ceramic artist. I'm a clay person. I like to touch clay, I like to build clay, I make plates, I make cups, I make normal functional ware too. But something that has always been with my work is failure. And in China, I have seen more failure and
more failure.
Yeah, like just things going bad.
Yeah.
But I have learned a lot from like the Buddhist ways here that a lot of people observe and how they release their emotions. Like
Yeah.
I've seen people go through really hard personal times, right? And I'm saying that I'm a foreigner and I'm meeting people new and they become friends and I get to experience their close moments.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I see how they release it.
Yeah.
How they just let it go. I've been trying to figure out how to stay longer because I think being here makes it possible to work and make art at the same time.
Yeah, I think so.
You could put this in the video.
Yeah.
In
Cool.
America, it's hard to make art and live and work, right? Like in America, I have to do multiple jobs to be able to afford rent, food, and all these things. But here it feels like I can get one job, work from 9 to 5, and then the rest of the time I can make my art.
Yeah, you can support your artwork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because we all need money to survive.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah. 这个是微做的一个心脏。When you are making this heart, what's in your mind? Is it a human heart or is it animals?
So it really depends. So that one I made it for the market. I wanted to make a heart so people can see how ceramics can be so personal and close to us. But then if you come over here, these are my hearts of me, hearts of my experience. So this used to be a heart. This is a heart. And what I did was that I took metal and put it in the heart. All this is how the metal melted and destroyed the ceramic. But I think it also makes a piece. Like this creates its own piece of destruction and how our hearts can be destroyed. I told you about my friendships and the people that I like that have sort of put holes in my heart and made me feel in different ways. So this is a reflection of that. And this one here, I think this is like the beginnings, maybe where the heart starts and maybe how it has been transformed through experience. And this is like a little sculpture of me, if you can see. It's like me coming out of the heart. This one is a chair. So.
Oh my gosh.
And this is like literally you're sitting on a body. You're sitting on a person. And we do things to each other and for each other. And sometimes it's bad. Sometimes to get to position in places of power, we step on each other, right? But sometimes we allow to be stepped on. Sometimes some people like to be stepped on, right? Like there's so many different human conditions that we can experience.
Okay.
And this is about that. This is about like, what if you like to be stepped on? People like to be stepped on in different ways, you know? So it's like people have different types of relationships in the world. And it's like acknowledging that, but also I think a lot about the labor. The labor that we do for each other and the work that we do for each other.
It also shows like supporting each other.
America is a lot about the militarization and our history is about war. Our whole history is about how we like meddled in other people's wars, have our own wars. And you know, I believe in guns. The only type of guns that should be are ceramic guns. People, unless you're like military who's trying to protect your homeland, people should not have guns. And that's why I make them. Because it's like, this type of gun cannot hurt you. I think this piece is definitely maybe the most about myself because if you look at the text here, it says 27 in China, 27 years old, New Yorker, Dominican in China. I was 22 and I didn't know what to do. I was 23 and I didn't know what to do. It goes all the way to I'm 27 and I don't know what to do.
It's totally you.
Yeah, and how I'm finding my journey. Right, and how China is part of my journey. Like, I never knew that when I was 27 I would be here in China. I'm here right now. This work is about the Chinese, right? This is about how in China the Chinese work really hard for each other. I'm thinking about the small laborers, the people who are cleaning the streets. The people who do the smallest things in this country care so much for their country and love their country so much. So this is about like how we use our bodies to do things for each other, do things for our country, do things for our community. And I think that's something that I've seen in China. Like no matter what scale of job, people are here doing things for each other always. And it's like for me, you would be as an American, what is consideration, right? Like how do people consider each other? And from what I'm understanding, being in China is just very different. Culturally, how we consider and how we do things for each other is different. If I buy a cup of ramen from the store, they put water in it and they give me chopsticks. That's them caring for me and considering for me, right? Considering how I'm gonna eat my meal. And in America, you buy a ramen, you don't get that. So it's just like how we consider, how we treat each other is different. So it's like slowly have I been learning how the Chinese people consider each other and do things for each other. But it's definitely not, like at first I was like, what is consideration? Is there consideration here? And then until I like realized that it's just different.
Yeah.
Because obviously our cultures are different, you know. I say like, there's a lot of different types of artists, but one of the jobs that we can respond to having in the world is being the artist that responds and observes, responds to what is happening, responds to the state of the world, responds to what you need, responds to what your family needs. And that response can be making mugs because you need food, right? So our responses as people are different. Like something that I would like to just like put as a question is like, because I was thinking about this on the way here. It's like, what is the goal of an artist? Is the only goal of an artist, is it to sell? And I don't think so. I think it's like part of what we need, because I need food and you need food and we need a roof. But as an artist, I don't think, no artist makes art to sell. I think artists make art to be seen, to be felt, because like we're trying to share a story. I think we are seen in very different capacities, and something that I felt about being in China is that you can be seen as a human being. Like we all look at each other and understand we have families and that we're human. And I think often in America we are told to forget you have a family, forget all these things and separate yourself from them, right? What it means to be professionalism means that you don't necessarily talk about your family or your other relationships at the workplace, even though it's part of us, it's part of our lives. So there's a level of separation, and here I think it's together, right? Like what it means to have ancestors, what it means to have elderly, what it means to have parents is something that everybody struggles with. So there's like human commonality here, and we also accept and understand our humanness here.
Since you already have been heard and seen in China, do you still have the motivation to create?
Yes, it's just like...
But you already have been seen and...
No, it's just like my relationship is different here to art. Being here has made like great Chinese friends, great friends from around the world that I probably would have never gotten if I wasn't here. You understand that? Like, time and place, like for real.
So you think you'll meet more international friends than in
New York?
New York.
I mean, in New York, I know New Yorkers, right? Like,
that's ridiculous.
it's not ridiculous. It's like, it's to say that Jingdezhen is like a global community. Like, come on. Like, as much as they're beautiful local people here, they're beautiful foreigners here as well. And I'm not saying that I didn't meet foreigners in New York or people that, but like the idea of foreigner is so different, right? This is a mono-ethnic society where everyone here who's a local person is Chinese, right? And anybody that comes in is a foreigner. In New York, anybody could be a New Yorker. There's not an idea of what it means to be a foreign face. There's not a face in New York that is a foreign face. You go to New York, you're not a foreigner. You look like a Chinese man that lives in New York.
Yeah. That,
You
yeah,
understand?
I
Like,
can understand.
That's
yeah.
the difference between China and New York.
Yeah, people on the street asked me to vote for himself.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense because like it's just the type of world that exists. It's okay. They're both perfect in the way they are, but it's the differences that we experience.
Okay.